Donald Trump's approval rating hit a new all-time low as the Iran war spiraled further out of control, and voters started to wonder if maybe Trump's strategy of BSing his way through it might not be 100% foolproof. For more on this, it's time for a closer look. You might recall that during the 2024 campaign, Donald Trump made use of one very specific word to promise that he would bring prices down.
Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again. Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again. Starting the day I take the oath of office, I will rapidly drive prices down and we will make America affordable again.
Make America affordable again, or as it's known in hat form, MA! Which sounds like something a 34-year-old Trump supporter would yell while living in their parents' basement. Ma! Ma, I need more pizza rolls! You need more pizza? Go drive to the store, get your own pizza rolls, Tony. Ma! With the price of gas, I ain't driving a new store. You should have told your friend that before he shut down the Strait of Hormuz, Tony. He had no choice, Ma. We all got choices, Tony. We all got choices. Ma. And not only did Trump say he would make America affordable again, but he said he would do it on day one, which should have been an obvious red flag. If that was the plan for day one, what was the plan for day two? On day one, I will end inflation and bring down prices for food, gas, housing, and healthcare and fix the economy for good. Then on day two, I'm just gonna pass the out. Just totally zonked out cold and in broad daylight, like in the middle of a meeting on national television. Gonna do it at funerals. And that's also the plan for days 3, 4, 5, so on. You heard him. He said he would make America affordable. He would do it on day one. At a rally this week, he reflected on that promise. Let's hear how things are going.
You know, they have this term, so here I am. I'm one day in office, and the fake news goes, affordability, affordability. I said, what's affordability? What's that all about?
That brings us to a brand new segment called I Feel Crazy. Can I tell you guys a secret? I feel crazy.
This has been I Feel Crazy.
What do you mean, what's affordability? You're the one who said it. You said we were gonna make America affordable again. Affordability is the noun form of the adjective affordable, you dropout. This is like if after chanting build that wall for 4 years, he admitted he didn't know what a wall was. Build that wall so I can finally lay eyes on one. You hear a lot about them, you never see walls. Someone told me I see walls every day, but then they pointed to one and I said, that's not a wall, that's a side roof. I mean, the guy said everything would be cheaper on day one, and not just a little cheaper, way cheaper.
We're going down and getting gasoline below $2 a gallon.
All right. We're getting gasoline below $2 a gallon. Spirit Airlines will exist forever, and Taco Bell lettuce will always be safe to eat. He promised $2 a gallon for gas, and now it's more than double that. Gas is so expensive that the last time my uncle made me pull his finger, he sent me a bill afterwards. Yeah, I gotta think about that one, but I think it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun one, you know, not a banger. Pretty fun when you think about it. Not only is Trump suddenly claiming he doesn't know where this affordability thing came from, he's also claiming high prices are not his fault.
They always try and blame me for high prices. I have my first news conference. I win. I have a news conference like a day later. And I say, any questions? Why are prices so high? You have to understand, I just got there.
You're the president. Of course they're asking you why prices are so high. And also, I don't believe they're saying it like that. Why are prices so high? Who do you want him to ask, Jimothy? By the way, let's be clear, do not let Jimothy anywhere near the White House. RFK will just assume his Uber Eats showed up early. He's gonna wolf him right down. Bobby, did you eat the beloved viral raccoon, Jimothy? No. All right, so maybe, even though it's exactly what he promised, it was unfair to expect results on day one. Well, it's been a year and a half. Prices are still high. People are cutting back on groceries or using credit cards to buy them. Americans are struggling. Well, not all Americans.
The Office of the Government Ethics released President Trump's annual financial disclosure report yesterday. It revealed that the president pulled in at least $2 billion in 2025.
The president reported eye-popping earnings of $1.4 billion in cryptocurrency alone related income last year.
Can you imagine if any other president made over $1 billion off their own cryptocurrency while they were in office? Obama wore a tan suit once and Republicans lost their minds. And at least Obama could pull it off. The one time Trump wore tan, he looked like a giant Band-Aid. I mean, look at that. He looks like he should be stuck in the filter at a public pool. Americans are literally putting groceries on their credit cards, but Donald Trump made over $1 billion from crypto last year. No president has done something this corrupt since Abraham Lincoln started a parchment version of OnlyFans. Of course, it wasn't called OnlyFans back then. It was called Lincoln Logs. But don't worry. Donald Trump isn't just enriching himself, he's sharing the wealth with another guy who happens to be named Donald Trump.
Since his father's return to office, Donald Trump Jr., the president's eldest son's investment firm, has gone from managing just a few $100 million to more than $3 billion.
It's posting these staggering returns of 200%, 10 times what other private venture firms are averaging in the same time period. So, yeah, either he's an investment genius or he's the luckiest guy on the planet.
You know, I'm going to go with neither. You're not the luckiest guy alive if Donald Trump is your father, and you're not a genius if you wear a camouflage sweater with khaki pants. Like, what was the plan for you here, man? Do you think your top half was going to blend in, but your bottom half was going to stick out? You think some deer would be running through the forest? Go, whoa, whoa, hold up! We got a pair of legs over here with no body! Remember, Republicans relentlessly accused Joe Biden and his family of corruption while in office.
Hunter and the rest of the Biden crime family.
The Biden crime family.
The corruption with the Biden crime family.
The Biden crime family sold out America.
There's more with the Biden crime family.
Money that's flowed into the Biden crime family.
The Biden crime family.
No phrase in the history of politics have ever sounded dumber than the Biden crime family. Crime families take pictures like this. Joe Biden always looked like a guy who was just about to get pickpocketed. Hey, what gives? Hey. I have my Diners Club card. And even when we do take some money in as a country, no one, including Trump, can even tell us exactly where it's going.
Mr. reports that the United States has taken in $13 billion from Venezuela. Where is that money going?
$13 billion from Venezuela?
From Venezuela.
I think even more than that. We paid for the war many times, though.
But where is that money going?
Which, by the way, no other president can say that for a long time.
But where is that money going?
It was toward running the country.
No, in the U.S., the money that the U.S. is taking in, where is that money going?
Venezuela?
Yes.
Toward running the country.
What does that mean? Which country? Where is it going? You sound like me whenever my wife asks about the money I was supposed to put in our kids' college savings account. Where is the money? It's in the accounts. Which accounts? The accounts. Where is the money? The money for the kids' college? Yes. It's going toward the accounts. All right, then can you explain why you have so many Labubus? They're an investment. Why can't you see that? Am I the only one in this family who dares to dream? So Americans are struggling to afford food while Trump and his family line their pockets, which might explain why Trump's job approval has once again hit a record low.
Donald Trump is now, we can say pretty confidently, the least popular he's ever been, and that includes after January 6th. Today, a new Quinnipiac poll has his approval rating at 32%. That comes on the heels of a CNN poll that had him at 34%. Just 29% of voters think Trump is focused enough on the right issues. CNN has the same number at 27%. I mean, this is about as low as it gets.
Just to give you an idea of how low that is, Madam Web has a higher audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes, although Trump's hand does look like it was bit by a spider in the Amazon. Maybe he thinks he has spider powers. That would certainly explain the way he dances. That was 10 to 15 times grosser than I thought it would be. But Republicans are hoping they can hold off a blue wave in November by warning that Democrats have gone way too far to the left. They're communists now, and communism is bad. Just listen to Ted Cruz explain why.
Fidel Castro was a billionaire. Putin is a billionaire. The leaders of communist regimes are always rich. They steal and rob from those they govern.
Oh my God, think about what you're saying for just 5 more seconds. The regimes are bad because their leaders are billionaires who steal from the... You're so close, Ted. We're going to give you 1 more second to pull this together. You know what? In fact, let me just show you one of our clips from earlier in the Closer Look one more time.
The president pulled in at least $2 billion in 2025.
Did that help, Ted? Ted? Wait, where did Ted go? Ted? Oh, damn it. He's off to Cancun again. Trump's numbers are at record lows in large part because most Americans oppose the Iran war. They want it to end. But Trump keeps bluffing and BSing and changing his mind on a daily basis. Here's a very brief montage of how much Trump has gone back and forth on Iran. Shouldn't take long. And while you're watching that, I am going to be taking a small sip, a nip, if you will, from this bottle of whiskey.
What is the goal if there is a U.S. military?
Well, we're going to make a deal or we're going to get a deal one way or the other. They're sick people. They're saying, how do we make a deal?
There will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender.
We've had very good discussions. They gave us a present, and the president arrived today. They are lunatics.
I could take out Iran in one day.
We're very close to making a deal with Iran. We have a very good relationship with Iran right now.
Iran, quote, better get smart soon. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Iran is dying to make a deal. Iran wants to make a deal. Could happen any day. They're crazy. They want very much to make a deal. We've defeated them. We hit them hard yesterday, and we're going to hit them again hard today. We appreciate the relationship we've had over the short period of time with Iran. It's a very strong deal. Nobody knows what it is, but it's very strong. I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're scum. They want to make a deal. We'll have Iran defeated soon. They want to make a deal. Very evil people. They asked us very nicely, please stop. Let's meet.
President Trump tells Fox News about Iran, we are going to beat the effing S out of them.
That was a longer and more convoluted journey than the Odyssey. By the time this war is over, Trump's gonna have a Matt Damon beard. The only thing that's missing is the Cyclops, but we do have his two-eyed brother. Biclops over here. Now, I know the montage we just showed is erratic and insane, but don't worry, Trump actually has a very simple explanation for all the waffling back and forth.
They didn't behave, and I had to go back, and now they're behaving again. You know, it's like playing a banjo.
Right. Just one quick question, though. What the are you talking about? The banjo. I mean, I have no faith that you can put an end to this war, but I would have even less faith that you could play the banjo. Dueling banjos with Trump would be a disaster. The president's job approval rating is at a new all-time low, and the reason is simple. He promised to bring down prices and keep us out of wars, and in both cases, he's done the opposite. He's good at enriching himself, He's good at BSing, but there's one thing he's not good at, and that's
running the country.
This has been A Closer Look.